Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is 6:05 February. I know today's the 8th. I don't know why I have to look. It is 6:05 a.m. February 8th, 2021 as I am live streaming this. I am Fremont Lee. Views and opinions expressed in this video are those of the person saying it. That's me, Fremont Lee. Hi, how are you? I hope you're staying warm on this day. Unless you're watching this in the summertime, in which case I hope you're staying cool and hydrated. Even though it is cold at this winter time, I do hope you are staying hydrated also. According to IMDb, birthdays for the February 7th and 8th are here. For February 7th, happy belated birthdays going out to James Spader. My favorite movie of his was Tough Turf. I liked other ones he was in, but that one, it's like, Mannequin, where he's had this slicked hair and he's like, all that thing. Ashton Kutcher, Tina Majorino, Robin Lively, Chris Rock, Eddie Izzard, Garth Brooks, Deborah Ann Woll, WOLL, Jason Gedrick, Iron Eagle, one of my favorite movies he was in. I mean, he's done other stuff, but that's, I was a kid when I saw it. Essence Atkins, Jeremy Meeks, the hot felon guy, the one with the teardrop tattoo, whatever, and I guess he's acting and stuff now or something, trying to better himself, I guess. I hope, aren't we? Hopefully. Robert Smigel, Emo Phillips, Corey Danziger, who was in The Burbs. He was a kid. There's a scene or a picture on his IMDb page of him with Corey Feldman from the movie The Burbs, which came out in '99. Hilary Wolf, who played Megan in Home Alone 1990 and Home Alone 2 1990. Excuse me. Johnny Wexler, who was Mo on the Doodlebops 2005-2007. Has done other things. Cal Bartlett, and To the Late. Miguel Ferrer, who was on NCIS Los Angeles. He was also in the movie with Peter Weller, Ronnie Cox, Pete Milquait, Eddie Bracken, Gloria Talbot, Buster Crabbe, it's Jock, not Jacques. He's not French. It's Jock, as in jockey, Jock. Jock Mahoney, Andre Rosie Brown, Wayne Allwine, voice of Mickey Mouse for 32 years, 1977 to 2009. Till he passed away. Yes. Gregory McKinney, who was Jax in Mortal Kombat 1995. For Charles Dickens and author Laura Ingalls Wilder. That's from the top 100 of 1,257. You figure my handwriting, I covered that much out of the top 100. Had I gone to 150, it would have filled up more, possibly. Then there would have been a bunch of people. I have no idea. A couple of these, the names sounded familiar. I know I'm pointing toward those that have passed, but even the fact that Corey Danziger was in The Burbs, I included him. Hilary Wolf played Megan in Home Alone and Home Alone 2. I included her. Johnny Wexler, who was Mo Doodle on the Doodlebugs, excuse me, or Doodle Bobs. I've been awake for about a half hour, maybe an hour. I was laying in bed just going, should I get up? I should get up. Oh, everything going all right with you? I hope so. I hope all's well. I hope you're sleeping well. I hope you're eating. I hope you have food to eat, whether or not it's healthy or not. I mean, I hope you're staying hydrated. I hope you have a place to stay. I hope you're staying warm this winter. I need to get a new little booklet so I can birthdays. My brother will use the sheet to write notes, which is fine. It's kind of what it's here for. Instead of taking the whole page, just use what he needs. Today, February 8th, 2021. I am wearing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles today. I'm 50. I should grow up. I don't want to, though. I really don't. But if you dress for the job you want, does that mean I'm going to have to start walking around naked? I don't want a job. No, I'm okay with the job I have. There are times I don't like it. Moments when they play Island Radio for the third time that night, or any of the other songs that they played during the night. If it were a radio station, I'd have stopped listening by now. Changed to a different station. Anyway, February 8th birthdays, 2021. Nick Nolte, Mary Steenburgen, Poser, John Williams, Mary McCormack, Brooke Adams, Seth Green, Paul White, also known as The Big Show, Robert Klein, who was in 2 Weeks' Notice, 2002, and in the movie Hooper with Burt Reynolds in 1978. That also had Jan Michael Vincent, Sally Field, Brian Keith, who played Hardcastle in Hardcastle and McCormick TV show. He was playing Jock Mahoney, whose birthday was yesterday, the late Jock Mahoney. But he was a stuntman actor type thing. So that's Pooch Hall, Author Jump, Pamela Springsteen, who was in Sleepaway Camp 2 and Sleepaway Camp 3 as Angela, sister to Bruce. Richard Romanus. I can never really. Mean Streets, 1973. Point of No Return, 1990. I wrote 1993. It may have been 1994. George Cheung, Cheung. Rush Hour, 1998. And Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, 1999. They've done other things. Everyone has done other things. Unless otherwise specified, they've done other things. I will actually say the only things that are listed, But yeah, he's done other things. Elizabeth Hoffman, who played Ruth in Dante's Peak, 1997. I mentioned that because I don't know what streaming service was advertising, but they were playing Dante's Peak. Alex Daikon, Diakun. He looked familiar, and it was like, oh yeah. And I thought I'd remember what it was he was in, but nope. Producer Tony Emmerich, Vince Neil. Now, it's either Louis or Louis. Louis. GM Balvo. He was in Real Genius, 1985. Val Kilmer, William Atherton, Michelle Merrick. And The Deadpool, 1988, starring Clint Eastwood. It was one of the Dirty Harry movies. Bethany Hamilton, Dorothy Best, who was married to the late James Best. She made an appearance as somebody on the TV show The Dukes of Hazzard. I can't remember. It wasn't his wife. It wasn't. She played somebody on the show, and of course James Best was also in Hooper with Robert Klein. But yeah. Anyway, this is out of the top 100 of 1,211. To the late Jack Lemmon, James Dean, Lana Turner, Audrey Meadows, Alejandre. I believe the newest member of this list for the late, who've departed, was Gary Coleman, who passed away in 2010. To be wrong, Terry Melcher had passed. Melcher had passed away. Terry Melcher is also on the list. Larson, Alan Rich, who was in Super Bowl 1973. Oh, Alan Rich was probably the newest member of the dearly departed. He appeared on Two Broke Girls TV series as Lou on one episode, 2013. He was also in the Quiz Show, 1994. I might mess up his name, and I apologize. Bengt Ekerat, Bengt. I'm not sure how that would be pronounced. Ben, could be Ben. I don't. And Ekerot, Ekerot. He played Death in The Seventh Seal, 1957. Kevin Kimbo Slice Ferguson, I believe he was a wrestler. Kimbo Slice. And author Jules Verne. Bill Finger. That's his name. Bill Finger. Don't give me that shit. Like I'm making something up. I've been feeling a little phlegmy lately. I should get some pineapple juice. I hate winter. How's it going with you? Everything okay? I hope so. The Pod Damn Idiots podcast should be uploaded sometime today. I'm not sure when it will be up. I know there are times it's up by noon. Other times it's like 5 p.m. and I've gone to take a nap at that time. I don't know what the show's going to be today. I don't listen to the podcast as it airs, because they do it like Thursday or Friday night. I can't remember. I know that, Rick Spade, Jay Hizzle, Texas, Jazz Man. There was a time, Captain B. Slow, but I don't know if he's going to be back on soon or anything. You figure they're 5 friends. They met in school way back when they were in school. You figure they're in their 30s, mid to late 30s. So, whenever they were in like grade school, maybe high school, something, they met. and they decided to do a podcast. Something to they got together. They get sometimes a couple of them are in the same room, but they have their own individual screen of doing their podcast. So when they're doing a Zoom call type of thing, and they get together and say, "Hey," they talk about their week since the last podcast. Um, they'll do the idiots news. Idiots with a Z. News, I believe, is also with a Z. um, Rick will do a segment called Rick's segment. Jazzman will do a Southern Charm segment. Texas does a segment. I can't bite me. Um, people or situations that can just bite me, type of thing. They'll do a game of the week. Sometimes it's random questions from whatever game that has been chosen. Sometimes it's would you rather. Um, Sometimes the questions are deep, depending on the game they play. Some serious thought is taken for some of them. Some of them it's like, just right off the. A couple of games, it's like, for somebody they'll they play around. The one asks the questions, and it's like, would you rather, or no? There's like out of 3 or 4 and responses, um, then the other guys for that person will pick A, B, or C or D, depending on if there's 4. Which one that person would do. Then that person would say, "Yeah, I'd pick, I'd do this." It's like, um, depending on what game it is. I've been watching Jamal, aka Jamal, aka Jamal, or is it Jamal, aka Jamal? He does music video reactions. Uh, a couple of his recent posts have mentioned that his videos have been blocked. It's usually in 4 countries, which, depending on those countries, but, yeah, sometimes everything gets blocked. It's, I don't know what the countries were, but so he'll do a smaller frame for his video and a smaller screen for the video that he's watching, and he reacts to them. Uh, he reacted to the music video, Ram Jam's Black Betty. He started watching and he paused it. He's like, "Is that this one? I always thought that was called Bamalam," which cracked me up. Then he commented at the production value that they had, and it looked like he said it looked like it was filmed in somebody's backyard, and it cost about $3, FREE, free. Um, and he was like, that was a short video." Excuse me. But yeah, a couple of his videos get blocked, depending on the group. Um, there are some videos or singers, groups, whatever, that he doesn't uh, react to because he knows them. He listens. He listened to them. Like Michael Jackson. He listened to them. So it's like, but there are some that he listens to. I've been watching Ashley something, Millennial Movie Monday. She's a millennial, and she watches and does a review of review of movies that people have seen or millennials have seen or should have seen and haven't. She was surprised that Carrie Fisher was in the Blues Brothers. She's like, "Is that? No, that isn't her." Yeah, And then the credits run. It's like, that was her. I she, and it's like, because every time Carrie Fisher's character would come in, she would try and do something towards Jake, and in the movie, and in the movie at the end in the tunnel, or near the end in the tunnel, when she's like chicka 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 with the automatic weapon, Ashley had asked, "Who is this girl?" To which, just afterwards, Dan Aykroyd as Elwood says, "Who is that girl?" Which Ashley started laughing because she was like, because sorry, I'm saying I'm still not awake yet. I took my blood pressure pills. I haven't had coffee yet today, because if I go do laundry, I'll have a cup. And I say laundry, I need to wash my bedding. It's been a week. It kind of needs to be needed. It's cold, but yeah, stuff. Ashley, in the millennial movie Monday, when she did the Blues Brothers, because so many people said, "Oh, she should check this one out." It's like, yeah, okay, fine. The oldest movie she's reviewed was It's a Wonderful Life, because it's like, really? I never. It's like, okay. And she's like, "Oh, I love you. There was a dog. There was this." Anyway, for the Blues Brothers, she said her video got corrupted, so she wasn't able to upload the portion where she reviewed it. So she ends up in her car, and she was like, "Would I recommend it to my friends? No." So that kind of put me off of wanting to watch any more from her, because I'm 50. I love the Blues Brothers. I enjoyed the movie. It's one of those things. I mean, she didn't get The Breakfast Club either, because the area she's from, you're either one or one. There's only two different things. It's like, as opposed to like, the nerds, the princess, this job, burnout, whatever, for like that was in the Blues Brothers, that was in the Breakfast Club. But yeah, for where she lived. It's just, you're either whatever or you're not. Excuse me. She gave the Breakfast Club 3 out of 5 stars. I'm sure had there been a puppy in it, she probably would have given it 4. Sorry, that cracked me up. She had on February 2nd, Groundhog Day. Actually, it was the 1st, I believe. Close, whatever day, Groundhog Day, whatever Monday stuff. She did the review of Groundhog Day starring Bill Murray, and when the groundhog, she's like, "Ha, look at." And I think there was a cat in the movie at one point. She's like, "Oh, the kitty, look me here." Yeah. But yeah, it's. Oh, I'm going down 25 minutes. But well, I had 2 days for birthdays to catch up, or today and the day before, so 2 birthdays, and I'm talking about other stuff. It is 6:30. It looks like. So I do hope all is well with you. I mentioned the other ones, but that's because that's who I'm who I watch. I don't, you watch me, all three of you. Then those are the comment, the naked chicks, dating, sex, whatever. And I'm like, yes, as much as I may need that, we'll have that at some point in my life. I'm 50. Fucking now would be great. I do want something more natural. Oh, hey, then as whatever the answer the questions they have for their sex thing, and then you figure I'm sharing a 2-bedroom apartment with my oldest brother. I'm in no position at this moment in time to have anybody over, and to go to their place might be a little whatever. And if it's just, I'm not really. I'm. I hope you watch or the Pod Damn Idiots podcast. That is actually the Pod Damn PODDAMN Idiots IDIOTZ podcast. They are on YouTube, so if you watch, that's great. If you don't, I'm sure they're streaming things for the podcast. Podbean, they might be available on Apple. I don't know what you have on their YouTube page. You could check that out if you want to. If you don't, that's okay. Okay. Before I get to 30 minutes, I'll stop now, because I hope all is well with you. I thank you for watching. Please remember, be kind to each other. I know that it's difficult sometimes, but we need it. We really need people being nicer to each other. This is advantage of other people, because that's kind of dick move. And I'm afraid to go out to my car because it overheated. It's winter. My car overheated. There's fluid in it. It's overheating. Why the fuck's it? I don't know. I didn't win the lotto last night. Hopefully tonight or tomorrow or soon, because I really can't stand this shit anymore. I thank you for watching. If you're when you watch, stay hydrated. Take care. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.